Okay, sorry. This is take 2 of this video for this week. This is diary entry number 3. Today I wanted to talk about creativity and God and if they can coexist. But before we start, let's say a little prayer to the Lord. So Heavenly Father, I pray that as about to start this video, that you speak through me and that we have a good conversation. I pray that you lead those that need to be led to this video, and that the video will be very smooth and easy and intellectual. In the name of Jesus, amen. Sorry, if you're not Christian, you'll probably kind of hate me. Sorry. But yeah, so today I'm going to talk about creativity and God and things that hinder Christian creativity. Yeah, and I have no script. I think I need to start creating scripts because my mind is everywhere and I feel like I'm not covering what I want to cover because this is my second take of this video. So I'm going to start first with the short answer to the question that I asked. Yes, creativity and God, of course, coexist because God is literally creator. He's the ultimate creator. He's the inspiration for every artist. He made nature, and nature is beautiful. Nature is awesome. Nature is just mind-blowing, right? Things that you see as a human being, you're like, damn. You know, God really did his thing on that, you know? I saw a pink pastel moth the other day, and I was mind-blown. I was like, is that even real? It was like, I'm someone who doesn't like seeing insects too much, but like I can appreciate their beauty. That was the most gorgeous looking moth I have ever seen in my life, especially as someone who's going through my pink phase. I don't know, I've been loving pink over like recently. I've been loving all things girly recently because I think it's me healing. I think it's God really healing me because when I was a small little baby, I was a princess. When I was younger, I was a princess. I loved pink. I loved girly things. As I grew older, became more insecure. Got broke me a little bit. Look, deserved it because I was a very annoying kid. I started to really hate pink and girliness because a lot of people told me that being girly doesn't fit me because I wasn't physically appealing or beautiful, and so being girly didn't fit me because I wasn't pretty. So I rejected pink and girliness because I thought I wasn't pretty enough to be a girl or pretty enough to like girly things. And I used to really, really hate myself. So I'm really grateful that God is like healing my self-image and he's growing me like in love of myself. And the more that I love myself, the more that I love pink. Like my bag is pink, my pencil, my water bottle, which is right here, she's pink. She's adorable. My friends love her. And my recent sketchbook is pink with strawberries on it. And I just love pink. I love makeup. I love my hair. You know, I love pink and girliness. And I'm really grateful to God for how far he has healed me. And also how this healing is really looking in my art. I am very inspired by the female figure. I'm very inspired by womanhood and femininity. I'm very inspired to use art to explore womanhood and femininity. Even though I don't like the word femininity, I don't like the social construct around femininity, especially for me personally, as the type of woman that I am personally. I feel like I'm a very big contrast, right? I love, like right now, I love girly things. I love pink. I love all the things, quote unquote, traditionally feminine. But I don't like the performance of femininity. I don't like the performance of ignorance. The performance of, please forgive me to use the word stupidity. You know, I'm just a girl or I'm just a whatever, trying to infantilize yourself. I don't like the performance of it, right? I don't like the claim that women are weak while God has blessed us with the ability to carry life and bring it out of our body. I go through pain every single month and every single month God gives me the strength to go through it and come out stronger than before. So I don't personally believe that I am weak, because actually a woman can actually get as strong as, close to as strong as a man. We just decide not to work on that because culturally we're supposed to perform weakness. You know, like if you're a woman who can, well, I'll talk about creativity right now. You see why I need a script? I'm just going off. But like, yeah, like if you're a woman who can support yourself, you're not seen as feminine. You know, so I thank God for healing me as a woman, but I don't like to associate with the performance of femininity. But sorry, back to the conversation about creativity and God. And so yes, God and creativity can really coexist, because God is a creative mastermind. And I just believe that I just believe that Christian artists are not disciplined enough, or they don't work hard enough on their creativity to create mind-blowing, because I feel like as Christians we can create mind-blowing things. I just feel like we don't do it because of culture and what are other Christians going to say, or how would this look, because it doesn't look Christian, you know. And I think I don't know, I stumbled upon a video a while back about like Christian filmmaking and why it's really not it, right? Like there isn't enough like creative camera angles. Most of them are low quality. We try to force God into every single scene, you know, like we don't make it natural, we just like put it into it, and that's why I personally cannot stand I don't watch Christian. I'm a Christian and I cannot stand Christian movies, because I'm someone who really loves film, right? I really love film. I love how film can be used to explore social construct, social issues. I just love film, right? So I'm really expecting to see something tangible and amazing when it comes to Christian films, but I don't see that. It's very blah. I feel like there's such a like we can really do something amazing when it comes to films as Christians, but we just are not being creative enough to ask God to learn and grow our creative skills. Because why are Christian films terrible? Out of every Christian creative field, the films are the worst. And I don't know why we don't want to be honest. Like, let's be honest, terrible. The only film that we can even like hold on to is God's Not Dead, and even at that film it's too much now. Maybe War Room as well. War Room was kind of nice, but it was literally about a Christian woman staying with her cheating husband. I think the film was good, but I didn't like the message. Like, I didn't like the message. I didn't like it because, I'm sorry, as a woman, I don't know, cheating really doesn't make sense to me. I'm really sorry. Like, I've come to a realization that why should I pray for someone not to cheat? Because like, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, like I feel like the message of the film just did not sit with me at all. I feel like if we're going to talk about forgiveness and cheating, I personally would have used a woman cheating and a man forgiving. Literally would have done that, because what do you mean? Like, because like, this isn't even because women do this all the time. They forgive their cheating husbands, and I think that was just like a movie to make women stay in those environments and say they have to pray against it. You know, I feel like cheating just is something that I personally would stay for or be okay with. This could come from an 19-year-old that has never had a boyfriend before, so I should just shut up. But yeah, I think it was a very odd movie. Like, I liked the movie. I like the way they made it, because I think it was a great way it was made. I just don't like the message of it. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah. But I think we have so much potential as Christians when it comes to creating, and we just don't tap it. We let society really dictate what we should create and how we should create it, because like society doesn't like, again, I saw a video but I didn't like, I have to watch the video, but basically what title, society hates artists, and that is true because of how much we are able to explore and show how messed up the human mind is. We can show how messed up human beings are, and we basically create mirrors that people look into and see themselves in, and they don't like that. And so especially if you're like, if you're a Christian and you create art that is controversial because it really lets people see themselves, people don't like it, right? And I feel that's why a lot of artists don't create actual authentic art as Christians, because we just don't want to start up or begin to shake tables. Like, have you noticed that every time a Christian woman or person says they become Christian, before Christianity was really fun makeup, really fun hair, really fun outfits, and then they become Christian and boom, they're very bland. And I'm like, what? Does being Christian take the seasoning out of your creativity? Does it make you less creative? Because I don't get it. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, how does being Christian make you less creative or look less creative? You know, and I think that's why. I'm sorry, again, I'm really just going everywhere. But like, I think that's why colonization again. when people of color got colonized, I'm pretty sure that's why the colonizers saw people of color as demonic, because we were very creative with the way we looked, right? If you go back to see old pictures of our ancestors, especially in any group of POC, right? They're very creative. They had gigantic piercings. They really adorned themselves. They were really like creative and just maximalist, and it was just gorgeous. I love going back to look at old pictures of our ancestors. I think they're really, really great, right? So no, but this, okay, wait. Huh? Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, my sister came. But yeah, I feel like they were really creative, and I wonder how different Christianity would look if POCs got Christianity or like organically. Because Paul wrote something in the Bible where he says, when you go to the Gentiles, behave like the Gentiles. When you go to the Hebrews, behave like the Hebrews, right? He's telling you to assimilate into the culture, so that you're able to tell them about God, right? And so therefore, people will view God differently based on their culture and where they're from, which is not bad, because God is ever expanding. He's not this small little box. He's not a white man. He's God. He's a spirit. He is ever expanding, right? So different cultures will see him differently, right? Different people will experience him differently. So I can only imagine how different this religion would look if we had God organically, if we had God without the destruction of culture, the destruction of identity, right? I can only imagine how much more different and how much more creative we would be as a group of people, and also diverse, you know, as a group of people that we would have been if we had this religion organically and right and in a righteous way. But yeah, like, I just really feel like as Christians, especially if you're someone that God has called to be creative, to write a book, especially if it's not a quote unquote so facially Christian book, maybe it's just a book about fairies, okay? If God has called you to like write fantasy books, he will help you write amazing, beautiful, mind exploding, explorative fantasy books, because he's that creative. Like, look at nature. Look at what God has created. This dude is on a different level of creativity. And again, he had no, like, when God was creating, he had no inspiration. to show you that he is inspiration itself. My guy had no inspiration. It was all darkness. He was just winging it. In fact, the only inspiration was himself. To show you that he's on a different level of creativity. So imagine, as Christians, we are creating whack stuff when our Heavenly Father is like out of this world creative. I don't get it. I will never understand us creating, sorry to use the word, rubbish. I also watched this video of Jackie Hill Perry, where, sorry, I watch a lot of videos. I'm a YouTube kid. Jackie Hill Perry was talking about the song that she created with a bunch of other female Christian rappers. Oh, I forgot the name of the song, but she was talking. Yeah, she was talking with Lecrae. I'm not sure, but she was saying how if the devil can give, sorry to use the word devil, but we don't like it, but if the devil can give people beautiful beats, okay, amazing bops that live in your head, like, have you guys heard songs that they're like, I don't want to sing this song, but it's just in your head, it's right there. Amazing art pieces that are just, what, insane, amazing books. I can only imagine how much more God can give to us as Christians. I can only imagine how much greater. And again, if you also look at artists who do have a deep relationship with God, but don't specifically create Christian things, or don't say that are like a Christian artist, they still create amazing things to show you how creative God actually is. I think a beautiful example will be Lauryn Hill. Right, Lauryn Hill is an example of a Christian who is an artist, but she doesn't really make Christian. She doesn't really frame her art as Christian art, but it is art. Right, it's amazing. Lauryn Hill is amazing, especially I watched another video of how, sorry, this is going to 17 minutes. I don't want it to go to be that long, but Lauryn Hill, especially when she got pregnant with her daughter Zion, and she was at the peak of her career, and everyone told her to abort the child, and she said no, that she won't abort it. And she basically sang the song as a prayer to God, and I think that was like that. It really is amazing, right? And Lauryn Hill is an amazing lyricist, poet and singer and rapper. She's amazing, right? So I really feel like God really can bless us as Christians to create amazing things. You just have to unbox yourself from social Christian pressure. You're creating for God to glorify God and to also feed your soul. Okay, seek ye first the kingdom, and every other thing will be added onto you. I really think it is important for us as Christian creatives to be authentic in what we want to create, even if it's not something that seems Christian. Like, I feel like you can even, this is big, I feel like this might be me crossing a boundary, but you can even explore eroticism and sensuality with God underneath it, and we can really have with God at the center of it, at the center of it, and really have a conversation surrounding them, because God created sensuality and sexuality. So how do we, and because as Christians we see this thing as taboo and unholy, but God created it, God made it, so how is it taboo? Do you see how weird it is? How as Christians we're at times we're not on the same level headspace and intellectualism as God is on, right? We're not on the same plane as God is, because what do you mean sensuality is wrong when God created it, when God made it? Like, what when God has blessed some people to naturally have this energy and this have you guys met some women who are just like naturally very like, have you guys met them? Like they're just like And I feel like those are the women that as Christians that we call Jezebels. And just naturally, she just has a very like a natural presence of like being like that, and then now she's being framed a Jezebel. I think that's also like a gift. So I think you can really ask God to guide you and lead you in everything that He has naturally blessed you with, and there's always a reason for everything. So I feel like as Christian creatives, we should never be scared to explore ideas, things that we want. Never be scared to ask God, why did you give me this? Why did you ask me to do this? Right? So just like this, just take today to really pray to God and ask Him to guide you in your creative endeavors, to guide you when it comes to the photo shoot, to the comic, to the music. I don't know what, the short film. I really want to see a generation of extremely highly creative, curated artists who are Christian. I want Christians to take over the art industry, to create music that is mind-blowing, to create works that are just, like, please guys, we need to really take praying seriously, fasting seriously, and also take working on your skills seriously. Don't just half, God forgive me for using this word, but don't just half-ass things and think God's supposed to bless that. He will not bless you half-assing stuff. You need to grow, learn, and become better at your craft. That is actually a way to glorify God. Working hard and doing better at your craft honors God and glorifies Him. Wow, thank God for this second video that I did. This one felt more natural, more more intellectual and better. I'm using this word intellectual. Sorry, I just learned a new word. I learnt a new word. Now it won't leave my mouth. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like I feel like this is gonna be really great. You see, pray before you create. I'm really starting to learn that, especially for my channel. Praying before I create a video, a thumbnail, and an idea. Like this one just came out of nowhere. Like I was arranging my room and I just said, sorry, am I the only one who talks to themselves a lot? That's why being in front of the camera feels natural to me, because I talk to myself a lot. It's not good. Okay, but yeah. Sorry guys, I'm talking too much. 22 minutes. I don't want to edit this 22 minutes of video. But okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you guys for being here. If you were here. Bye. Have a good day. Have a good time. Konnichiwa, wherever you are. I actually saw a video of a guy mix konnichiwa and wagwan together. Konnichiwa wagwan. That's my new word. Konnichiwa wagwan. He's Toronto. He's from Toronto. Konnichiwa wagwan. Bye everyone. See you guys next week for visual diary 4. Video diary 4. Love you guys. Remember to pray before you create. Remember to not be scared to create. I love you.